Okay, my name is Roy Reynolds. I'm here about voting machines. We went before the Ways and Means Committee last week and gave a pitch to them. We're talking about Resolution 1026, which authorizes $32 million for the purchase of 2,750 ExpressVote XL voting machines. I'm a founding member of Project Civica. Project Civica is a not-for-profit organization which promotes civic action and government oversight, kind of like the legislature. $32 million is a lot of taxpayer money to pay for voting machines. For half that price, $16 million, we can get a better voting system. So why are we spending more money than we have to? Last year, we were promised a transparent selection process for choosing voting machines. We were promised a competitive bidding process to make sure we got the best system for the best price. We got neither. The Suffolk County Administrative Code requires competitive bidding on purchases over $20,000. You're spending $32 million with no competition. This is a Suffolk County capital project. We believe it must follow the code. Adding insult to injury, you will be paying a recurring annual fee to the vendor, ES&S, of over $1 million for maintenance and support. That's over $1 million per year. So why don't we have proposals from other vendors? There are 3 more approved vendors in New York State. Maybe we can learn something from Nassau County. Nassau County is also replacing their aging voting machines. According to their records, they received at least 2 proposals, which I have here. So why didn't we get more than 1 proposal in Suffolk County? By purchasing up-to-date optical scanners, the Suffolk County Board of Elections could have saved $16 million of taxpayer money. This money could be put to good use rather than be given to the vendor. So the only advantage that the vendor claims is that the ExpressVote XL will save the cost of paper, even though the XL machine uses paper. You can buy a lot of extra paper with $16 million. At this point, it's suggested that the county executive pull the resolution or you table it until it can be demonstrated that a full RFP has been performed and hand-marked paper ballots are restored. In addition, we are calling for a full investigation of this purchasing process, including any violations of the law and incentives that may have influenced the purchase and rental agreements. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Reynolds. Next up is Lulu Friesdat.
Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. My name is Lulu Friesdat. I'm the co-founder and executive director of Smart Elections. We're a nonpartisan nonprofit. We focus on election reform, especially on security, technology, and accessibility. And I have been studying election technology since 2007, when, as a documentary filmmaker, I filmed the first known hack of a US voting machine by graduate students at Princeton. We emailed each one of you asking for a no vote on Resolution 1026. We emailed you 9 separate reasons to turn down this proposal. And those reasons include, as Roy Reynolds said, it's twice the cost of a voting system that experts say is far superior. It's performed very poorly in the field, actually miscounting 3 separate elections in 2 separate states. It has contributed to lines 6 hours long. And the worst thing is that there is actually no way for the voter to verify how they voted. I know of no other voting system in the country in recent history that has such an atrocious track record. Now, Mr. Trotta called me this morning, and he said to me that this system is the same as a hand-marked paper ballot system, because either way, you can't be completely sure how the machine counts your vote. But that's not correct. So if you're using a hand-marked paper ballot system, the system actually forces me to verify my vote as I'm filling it out. I want to vote for Mr. Trotta. There's an oval there for Mr. Trotta. I see the oval, I fill it in. I'm verifying, yeah, I'm voting for Mr. Trotta. On this ExpressVote XL system, I touch the screen. Maybe it selects him or not. 40% of them arrived out of calibration in Northampton. Hampton County. So maybe it selects him, maybe it prints his name on the summary card, maybe it doesn't. Only 7 to 8% of voters actually check a computer-generated summary card. It's quite possible with this machine, it could leave the summary card blank, and then it could print a different candidate's name on the way to the ballot. It has the capability to do that. And it also uses blank paper as ballots instead of an actual pre-printed ballot, which is another security issue that actually makes it easier to stuff the ballot box. You got a bunch of blank paper there. It's not even printed as a ballot. In my opinion, this machine is literally designed to cheat. So you have to get elected on it if you purchase it, and good luck to you on that. But we think the most responsible thing to do right now is to table this, say no, and explore your other options. There are many other options available, and you could do much, much better than this. Thank you. I'm happy to take any questions.
We can't, this is just a public comment period. It's not where we can interact with the public.
No problem. Thank you so much. You can email me, lulu@smartelections.us. I'm happy to take your questions. I did email each of you. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm here today once again to object to the $34 million purchase Suffolk County is about to approve with taxpayer dollars. Today, you, the Suffolk County Legislators, are about to approve the purchase of new ES&S voting machines. Several of us have appeared before you over the past year to express valid and irrefutable concerns, but it appears that our objections have fallen on deaf ears. And I'll throw another log on the fire. Based on information I've received, these machines have been banned at the federal level. The NDAA, National Defense Authorization Act, in 2019 and again in 2023, identified the machines you are purchasing as a threat to national security and cannot be used to support federal elections. Sections 889 and 5949, respectively. Look it up. But none of that matters to you. You'll argue that this is out of your hands and blame the state. You'll say that the Suffolk County Board of Elections doesn't report to the county. They report to the State Board of Elections, and we should take our concerns to them. Wrong. We've brought our concerns to you because you are the ones holding the purse strings, and you are complicit with a multi-million-dollar bad decision that we have to pay for. And I have to wonder, how many of the 1.5 million Suffolk residents know what you are about to do? How many of them have you informed? And how many approve of this purchase? I am livid. You have let us down. You have failed. As I see it, you are rubber stamping this exorbitant and dangerous purchase without critical analysis or questioning, and without adequately informing or seeking the approval of the people you are supposed to represent. Should you approve this resolution, you are the problem, all of you, and you do not deserve the office you hold. Shame on you. Lastly, I would urge all Suffolk County residents to contact your local representative for an explanation. Their main phone number is 631-853-4070. Also, Ms. Lulu Friesdat, who spoke before me, she's provided you with 2 handouts. One is a letter from the Northampton County Board of Elections to the state complaining and expressing their dissatisfaction with these very same machines that you're about to purchase. And this was a bipartisan agreement with the Republican and Democratic commissioners of that county. Please review that letter.
Good morning, presiding officer and members of the legislature. I am the senior advisor for election security at the national nonpartisan nonprofit organization Free Speech for People, and I am a Suffolk County resident. We oppose, as you probably know, the Board of Elections procurement of the ExpressVote XL touchscreen voting machines, and we are urging you to table the resolution today, 1026, to appropriate $34 million. You may have heard from the Board of Elections that this is the only machine that they can buy because of the consolidated election year rule. This is untrue. We can continue to use paper ballots and scanners like we're using right now And to demonstrate this, or at least to demonstrate the price differential, I received from Nassau County quotes that were given to them from the vendor just on Friday via FOIL, which I would like to share with you. It demonstrates very plainly that these machines will cost twice as much what it would cost to replace our current voting machines with new scanners. May I give these to somebody? The quote for Nassau County is for 2,750 touchscreen voting machines, 2,750 touchscreen voting machines, which is about the same what we're looking for. They were quoted $32 million. They also asked for a quote as to what it would cost to replace their scanners with brand new scanners. And they say the quote for that is $16 million. You can see that on the price quotes there. Hearing people in this meeting asking for more funding for valid and important and crucial social programs and youth programs breaks my heart to know that we could be wasting $16 million on machines that are inferior to the system that we have now or to an upgraded system that we have now. I also want to make sure that the legislature is aware that these machines that the Board of Elections is poised to purchase, if you approve this appropriation, are certified to standards from 2005, 20 years ago. They are not certified to the more recent 2021, what's called VVSG 2.0. My recommendation would be to table this resolution, ask the board if they absolutely need more machines, to rent more machines in the interim, and then get new machines that are certified to the new standards when they are available from the Board of Elections, probably in the next year. I'm happy, I've contacted all of you. I'm happy to meet with anybody to go into all of these details, to go over all of these points in more detail, to show you where you can see the certification information. If you don't believe me, please call the State Board of Elections. They will tell you these machines are certified to the 2005 standards, that they're not certified to the more recent standards. And it's a big waste of money if we go ahead and pay $34 million for new machines that are certified to standards 20 years old. Thank you very much.
Uh, 1026, bond resolution, appropriated funds in connection with the purchase of voting machines. Motion by legislator Donnelly.
Second.
Second by legislator Caracappa. Anybody on that motion?
On the motion,
On the motion, legislator Caracappa.
I would just like to say, we had many speakers come in today to speak about it, but I also want to put on the record that we had the Board of Elections come in, both sides, Republican, Democrat, and they gave an outstanding presentation on these machines. I am confident and fully satisfied that they are in the business. They know what they're talking about. And we asked many pertinent questions and received very good answers. So it's with that I instill my trust and confidence in those who are in the profession, and therefore I support this resolution.
Anybody else? Legislator Richburg.
Just that this, and the presiding officer and I had some conversations, that this is going to approve the funding for any purchase of machines, not necessarily a specific purchase. So I think the most important thing is that we're moving forward with the ability to purchase machines going forward. And I believe that there still will be some review on all the different applications. I know there is a test run of a set of machines coming up, but that does not mean that we are quote unquote married to that machine. That just means that we're moving forward in a direction.
Anybody else? Legislator Thorne.
I just like to add to my colleagues' rather positive comments. As a member here that worked at the Board of Elections for 6 or 7 years, that group of people, both Republican and Democrat, are extremely professional, with the highest level of integrity to ensure that every vote gets counted here in our county. I think it's wildly important that both sides agree that the old voting machines, and I know firsthand from being in a patrol car running to various polling places, that they have to be replaced. So I wanted to just thank publicly the Suffolk County Board of Elections, both sides of the fence, the Republican and Democratic commissioners, for outstanding work. And I look forward to seeing the test run that Legislator Richburg spoke of. Thank you.
Legislator Welker.
Thank you. Just for the record, is the Southampton Town Board seat there is being a special election held for the Southampton Town Board seat that present Assemblyman Tommy John Scavone vacated. That special election, the early voting will begin for it March 8th, and the vote will take place on March 18th. That is an opportunity for these machines to be vetted.
Anybody else? I would just like to add, legislator Engelbright.
I'm not going to be supporting this resolution. We've heard testimony today questioning the process that has brought the resolution to us. But also part of what we've heard is that there are alternatives. This is $34 million. We're buying into technology that I don't believe will still be the current or appropriate technology at the time that these bonds mature. That's a third of a century. The technology is evolving very rapidly, and I imagine that we could do better than $34 million to buy what is likely to be outdated technology. So I'm not going to be supporting this resolution.
Thank you. Anybody else? Legislator Donnelly.
Thank you, Mr. President. So I made the motion to approve. I think it's important that we have a governmental agency we have to essentially put some faith in. We have Board of Election Commissioners, as Legislator Thorne alluded to, of the highest integrity on both sides of the aisle. This is a bipartisan thing, which is trying to move technology forward in Suffolk County. So I stand by my motion to approve. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay. I just want to add that we had a lot of good input, and we've gotten that even before today's meeting from people about their concerns about the selection of these particular voting machines. I want to assure everybody that this resolution does not tie us to any particular machine. It just appropriates the money. We need to do something to meet the voting standards. And there are currently several of these machines that are out there. I know the one in Southampton, we talked about that special election in Southampton. The Board of Elections is actually leasing those machines. They're not giving them to us. We're leasing them so we'd see how they can perform. And I believe there's going to be another test for another set of machines. I've been in contact with the Commission of the Board of Elections, expressed the concerns that we had in terms of the expenditure and looking at what all the other options are out there. And she assured me that they are not going to be making any rash decisions. And council has assured me that we're not voting on a particular machine here right now. So I think there's going to be some due diligence done before any selection of any machines is done. This simply appropriates the money. So in the event that we need to buy those machines. So, okay, which we need to do. Okay, with that, Madam Clerk, roll call.
Legislator Donnelly. Yes. Legislator Caracappa.
Yes.
Stark.
Yes.
Welker.
Abstain.
Mazzarella.
Yes.
Engelbright. No. Lennon.
Yes.
Thorne.
Yes.
Picarillo.
Yes.
Gonzalez. Bergen.
Yes.
Kennedy. Trotta. Richburg.
Yes.
Sanin.
Abstain.
Bontempi. Yes. Flotterin.
Yes.
Presiding Officer McCaffrey.
Yes.
13.
Our bond resolution 1026A is approved. Appropriating resolution IR 1026. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by legislator Bergen. Second by legislator Thorne. Anybody on the motion? All in favor, opposed, abstentions?
16.
IR 1026 is approved. Bond resolution 1049A, amending the 2025 capital budget and program and appropriating funds in connection with I'm sorry. With the clerk, yes, that was the appropriating resolution. So
15.
Okay. You want to, when we take a recount on there, can we go back to, let's go back to a motion to reconsider, IR 1026?
Motion.
Motion by legislator Picarillo, second by legislator Bergen. Anybody on the motion to reconsider? All in favor, opposed, abstentions?
17.
Okay, back before us is the appropriating resolution 1026.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by legislator Richburg, second by legislator Thorne. On that motion, legislator Engelbright.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. I'd like to be registered as a no on this resolution.
Okay.
Thank you.
So all in favor? Opposed? If you're opposed, please keep your hand up. Raise your hand if you're opposed. Abstentions? Those of you who enter abstention, it looks like one no, 3 abstentions. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. 1 no, 3 abstentions. Okay.
So 14.
Okay. IR 1026 is approved.
13.
IR 1026 is still approved.